never stop at one. I'll take you all on.
At least I'll have the satisfaction of destroying you, Optimus Prime.
You can't remember my name.
The weak shall perish?
Do not believe everything you read.
Hello everybody, I'm Cyberverse Prime, and today we're also going to be taking a look at the Transformers Dark of the Moon Voyager class Skyhammer. And this is a really hard figure to find for whatever the reason. And I can understand why. It's a pretty fun Voyager class Transformer, at least in my opinion. And it's definitely an odd one, but man, is this a fun figure. I actually found out, if you guys know of this YouTuber, what's her name again? Sydney McKenna? Yeah, Sydney McKenna from Sydney M. Cardoso. If you don't know who she is, definitely check her out. I subscribe to her and everything, and I follow her on Instagram. This was one of her top 10 favorite Autobot Transformers, and honestly, I can see why. And this is actually a really fun figure, and just a fun Transformer in general. Now, mine is a little broken due to my stupidity. It was this side over here. This becomes his foot. I broke the heel by accident, and for whatever the reason, I have stress marks in certain areas, and it's just kind of, I mean, I did get this guy used, so it's not entirely my fault, but it's very, I kind of feel like it's somewhat my responsibility that I did it, but I don't know. The figure does have landing gear, which looks really good. The missile pods and the mech tech weapon. I'm gonna be honest. For someone called Skyhammer, you would think his mech tech weapon turns into a hammer. No, it turns into a blade. So you get this like Grimlock, G1 Grimlock styled gun mode, and then there's a little thing here that you push down, and it becomes a blade. And it's a cool mech tech weapon, but for someone named Skyhammer, shouldn't he come with a hammer? I don't know. But the dual barrel gun is pretty cool. That's pretty badass in my opinion. Any character that comes with a dual barrel gun, or you know, more than just one barrel gun is just badass in my opinion. I'll leave that there to the side. But yeah, Skyhammer is a pretty awesome figure. And he would, you know, sit like this without the mech tech weapon with landing gear, but I found out that one of the locking tabs on this yeah, you can see it right here. It is broke. So the locking tab is broke off, so it no longer, you know, locks there. So I'm actually going to try and find another one. One that's maybe new in box, or one that is not so used. But I can't help it. This guy was a pretty good price, so I nabbed him. But anyway, the propellers do spin, which is pretty cool. Don't spoil mascot's fun. If you haven't seen mascot reviews, FOC Bruticus, you may not get that reference. But yeah, you know I said that I was going to primarily look at figures from Dark of the Moon of characters that were in the movie. But I'll be honest, this grew to be one of my favorite purchases of actually 2025, last year. And I actually got a few Dark of the Moon figures last year. in hype for the 15th anniversary. So, anyway, to transform him, what I like to do is remove all of his accessories and leave them off to the side. Fold up the landing gear there. Take these pieces and fold them forward. Then to get these pieces untabbed and the wings untabbed and folded down. Then go ahead and fold these down a little further. And then go ahead and take this piece here and rotate it this way. This will make up his chest. Then take these pieces here. Maybe. I think you got to untab the cockpit. Yeah, you undo the cockpit first. Then this is where I said the stress on the tabs are. Then fold this piece maybe I shouldn't have done that first. Oops. Go ahead and untab this back section here. Rotate that down and then flip this part up. Flip the wings back. And then come here and fold that down. Same thing over here. Fold it down just like that. Unfold the hands just to get that over with. Fold the hands out. Then you want to come here. Did I mess that up? I might have messed that up. Uh-oh. Then you... No, maybe I didn't. That's weird. I see what happened. Basically, this is supposed to overlap here, I think. I see what happened now. Yeah. Me not do that again. Sorry, I'm having complications here. This is so dumb. Oh, man. I'm supposed to flip this forward, I think, but I'm not sure. I'll leave it like that for now, because I don't want to break the figure any further. Because something is terribly wrong here. And then fold that forward. Then make sure the arms get transformed. Just like this, I think. What the hell am I doing wrong? I'm sorry. I'm really dumb when it comes to these transformations sometimes. Am I really doing it wrong? Oh, no, I'm not. There we go. There's one arm done. I forget that this shit is on double hinges. So, sorry, my mind is... my brain isn't all there, as you can see. So there you have basically the upper torso done. Which is pretty cool. So upper torso is basically done. Then what you want to do is come here to this part here, split it, rotate that down, and then you want to flip these parts just like that. Then you want to come back here and fold these pieces up, take them and fold them up. Oh, and this piece is supposed to pop the little vents here out. And sometimes this figure is kind of rough to to tab stuff into. We'll just say that's tabbed in. Then I guess the other part is to take these wings, I think. Yeah. You want to take the wings and I want to say you want to fold them like that. Just like that. And I think I'm wrong on that too. Damn. Son of a gun. I'm sorry. I am just having the worst. I've only transformed this guy a few times, as you can tell. Ah, now I see. Then you want to fold these like that. Then tab it into his back, I believe. And then there you go. Next thing is to position the propellers. And this is what makes this guy pretty badass, in my opinion, is you collapse the tail rotor. You collapse the rotor, and you fold the blades in. There's a tab slot here, and there's a tab on the propeller. You're going to tab that in. Same thing over here. You're going to fold the propeller just like that and tab it onto this wing here. Same thing over here. You're going to tab the propeller into the wing, and then you're going to take the propeller here and fold it onto the wing. And then there is Skyhammer in his robot mode. And you can tell this guy is used because he is just not wanting to stand. But yeah, there, more or less, there he is in robot mode. And this guy looks insanely badass. He kind of reminds me of that artwork of, oh my god, what's that Prime's name? Nexus. He kind of reminds me of the I forget what book it is, but it's, I think, the Align Continuity book, and there was an image of Nexus, and from certain angles, it kind of reminds, this figure kind of reminds me of that. But to be fair, he kind of looks like an upgraded movie Jazz. The head gives me Jazz vibes, and the body just, I don't know. This dude is actually pretty freaking cool, in my opinion. He just looks like a total badass. So, damn. So for articulation, he's got shoulder articulation here, biceps, swivel, single jointed elbow, nothing at the wrist. He does have a waist rotation, which is pretty cool. Universal joints here at the hips. He's got a, this is meant for transformation. So he really kind of has, he only really has knees, and that's pretty much it. Unless you want to count this as articulation, but I don't. So, yeah, I don't count that as articulation. I count that as discombobulation. There you go. So, good gravy. Even in robot mode, this guy hates to stay together. And I really, Jesus. When he's brand new out of box, I think he's better, but over time, I guess joints have just gotten loose, and now this guy for robot mode kind of sucks, but to be honest, it's still a cool figure. Now, for mech tech weapon, I believe he can hold it. Yeah, he can hold it, and he looks badass with it. I just wish it was a hammer or a better melee weapon than what you get, because this is just a dumb weapon in my opinion. Doesn't really suit this character, but the dual barrel blaster mode is where it's at for me. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of mech tech. I do much prefer what Studio Series has given us over what Hasbro gave us back in 2011. And for the love of God, this heel is the one that's broke, and it just doesn't want to tab in anymore. So stay there, please. There. Maybe I can finally have him stand up. And then for the missile pods, some people leave him on his back, and it fills out some gappage, but I like putting him on his wrists or on his forearms. Just give him some extra weaponry and bulk him up even more and make him look even more badass. So there he is. And here he is with Optimus Prime. Now, the reasoning why I decided to review these two together is because in his bio, this weapon was actually gifted to him by Optimus. So I figured this would have been a cool little thing to do and to represent for his bio, and just to show off Optimus again. Now, his missile pod weapons, I give to this guy, which won't be until my next review, for specific reason. I'm just going to go ahead and spoil it. I hate Bumblebee's mech tech weapon the most. So, these missile pods are going to serve a much cooler purpose for Bumblebee. So, Bumblebee will be my next review. But anyway, that has been the video review on Transformers Dark of the Moon Voyager class Skyhammer. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope you guys enjoy more videos to come, because for a while we're going to be focusing on Dark of the Moon. Mainly because it's the 15th anniversary, and I enjoy the hell out of that movie. And I have a lot of Dark of the Moon stuff now, more than I did before. And I'm currently looking for some other figures that I want to review. I do have the Voyager Ironhide and Deluxe Ratchet, but they are the G1 colored variants. The Ratchet is from the Age of Extinction toy line from Takara, and the Ironhide is Cannon Force Ironhide, but I want to try and find the original Ironhide and original Ratchet before I get to those characters. So next week we're going to be taking a look at Bumblebee, and probably screw it, we're going to be taking a look at my custom Sideswipe from Dark of the Moon. So anyways, thank you all for watching. Please stay tuned, and I hope you all are having an excellent new year and an excellent month. So from here on out, it's going to be Dark of the Moon, baby. So hold on to your butts. I'll see you all next time. See ya.